Hey, it's day 4 of the 10-day shred, and hopefully by now those smoothies or a very healthy breakfast has become a habit. You may notice that some habits are easier to form than others, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. I read this really great book and it was talking about habit formation. So the best time to form a habit is when you have some kind of cue to help you stimulate the habit process. So for me, smoothies have been really early in the morning because I just make that the first thing I do. I come downstairs, I start my smoothie. So the act of coming downstairs is what starts my smoothie. Also, anytime I get that craving for sugar or chocolate or coffee, and that craving persists, I know that my smoothie is my go-to. So I let my craving be my cue on that. As far as getting to bed on it at a decent time, turning the phone off, I haven't provided myself a cue, and that's been kind of difficult for me. So whatever area you're having a hard time with, maybe it's lunch, maybe it is breakfast, maybe it's dinner, maybe it's getting off your phone, or maybe it's getting off everything and allowing yourself to wind down for an hour before you actually go to sleep, which will improve the quality of your sleep. So for me, what I plan on doing tonight to help move that along, because we're almost at that halfway point, and really that's a habit that I'd like to form anyways, is I'm going to set an alarm on my phone to go off, and I'm going to have to give myself a bedtime. Unfortunately, I'll have my window of saying, I'd like to be in bed by this time at the latest. And so then that way I plan ahead and I know my window that I need to shut everything down, stop working for the day, because the hamster wheel starts spinning and it's really hard to stop thinking. As far as a night routine, that's what's really going to help, because then you can just follow the previous cue. So set yourself up a series of events you want to happen, and you have to stick with that same series. And I'm moving my hand that you can't see. You go with that series of events. So you do 5 minutes of stretching, you know that you're going to instantly go into that 5 minutes of meditation. After the 5 minutes of meditation, you feel relaxed, so you're going to go take a bath. And then after the bath, maybe you're going to tidy your room up, and then you're going to lay down in bed, read a book, and then fall asleep. And to have that every single night, it's not so much that I want you to be like programmed like a robot, because you can clean different parts of your room, you can read a different book, you can take a shower. Like it's just the habit of going into those areas and doing what you need to do so that you can really take the best care of yourself, and that the body likes routine. So routine and habits are really necessary, because once it becomes a habit, you no longer have to waste energy to think about doing it. And that's really the beauty of our mind. It's designed, whether you feel like it's designed or not, but the way it works is that after a while, after we use our conscious memory and our thought process to form the habit, that habit actually settles in a different part of the brain, and that habits aren't memories. So it's kind of awesome, right? So I encourage you to really figure out which part you're struggling with today and make it a point to see what's the barriers, what's stopping you from making that a habit. And once we know the barriers, that's when we can work on trying to fix it or alter it or whatever you want to do with it. So I will see you tomorrow, day 5. That means we're going to be halfway there on the 10-day shred if you're doing 10 days. All right, see you then.